Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Virardi wishing you all a happy and productive 2015. And I welcome you to our 6th episode of Ask Virardi. So let's get started with 3 great questions. I will treat question number 1 and question number 2 as one question because it is very similar and comes from 2 great friends and followers, Panfuli and Panagiotis Haliotis. And they're asking, Panfuli is asking, Dear Michael, please let us into your daily rituals that have led you to lead such an influential life that adds value not only to yourself but also to us. Thank you, Pan. And Panagiotis Haliotis is saying, Michael, what makes you kickstart the day with productivity and results, both personal and professional? Pan and Panagiotis, a great question. So let me let you in on a secret which I have revealed on my Facebook fan page 7 months ago, my daily rituals. So first and foremost, I start my day with a boost. And that boost comes in the form of swimming in the sea for 15 to 20 minutes. That is keeping me very productive and alert from 6:30 in the morning until 10:30 at night, which it's time to call it a day. Very recently, Success Magazine revealed a survey by Tom Corley about the 16 habits of wealthy people. And when I say wealthy, I don't only mean rich people, but people who respect themselves enough to understand that their habits at the end of the day make 40% of their waking hours, and they should have positive habits that lead to success. And some of the habits which I'm also following is read every day. Successful people, 88% of successful people read 30 minutes a day. Just to give you some of the statistics mentioned in the survey, 63% of successful wealthy people listen to audiobooks during their commute. So they turn their car into a university on wheels because they understand that education is very important. Instead of listening to bad news, they listen to ideas which they can implement in their daily lives and in their working environment. 79% read educational, career-related material, 55% read for personal development, and 58% read biographies of successful people. 94% read on current events because they want to remain current on what's happening around them in the technological advancements and everything that surrounds their business and can act as a stimulus to grow their business and themselves. Other habits mentioned in the survey of successful people, which I'm also following, is that successful people have goals, not wishes. They have 1 or 2 major goals for the year. In this case, 70% of wealthy pursue at least 1 major goal every year. In my case, guys, and everyone who's listening in, I have 2 major goals for this year. One of my major goals is to complete my 3rd book in 2015 and publish the book, which is a promise to all of you here on Ask Virardi. And they also have another habit of having a mentor. 93% of wealthy, successful people have attributed to their success to a mentor. So I'm happy to say that Michael Virardi has not 1 mentor, but many mentors, some in their early 20s and some in their late 70s, like my dad, whom you see here in the portrait, who has acted as a great and is acting as a great mentor and has helped me tremendously. So at the end of the day, my dear friends, first we make our habits and then our habits make us. So Panagiotis and everyone who's listening in, if you want to be successful and wealthy at the end of the day, change your habits into positive habits and feel free to send me an email at ask@michaelvirardi.com and I will send you a scanned copy of the 16 habits of successful wealthy people as I've mentioned them a while ago here. Thank you. So this leads me to question number 3, which comes from a personal friend again, Hike. And Hike is asking the following question. Michael, our parents spend tens of thousands for education, and yet when we come face to face with the real world, we are unprepared. What are our parents doing wrong? Why are we not so ready to face the real world? Why aren't we taught the basics? my first interview, dealing with my boss, dealing with my colleagues, handling my finances, handling stress. What are we doing wrong? So Heike, that's a great question. First and foremost, nothing is black and white. There is no one correct answer for what you are asking me. We are living in uncertain times, uncharted waters. So things are not as they used to be. Things are not as easy as they used to be, both on this island and in the world at large. So the first and most important thing I have to tell you is that formal education will earn you a living, but it's self-education that will earn you a fortune. So what I would advise our younger audience is to improve their intelligence quotient by reading books like the one I'm holding in my hands by Daniel Coleman, which is called Emotional Intelligence. And they can improve their intelligence quotient, things like empathy, things like understanding the other person, things like coming across more effectively by reading and enhancing their skills. It is true that most of the subjects and topics that I am teaching and many others are teaching in their seminars, like for example, correct use of body language, positive, negative words and expressions. I don't believe there was a sales course in any of the universities that I have attended, and I'm not sure if there is any sales course now at most of the universities teaching people how to sell, how to influence behavior, is how to act in terms of customer care, how to be more effective. And all these things can be taught either by people joining seminars and workshops or by becoming avid readers. And I remember a story, and that story that's a true story coming from Warren Buffett. As you know, Warren Buffett is a man commonly referred to as the greatest investor of the 20th century. And he was standing in front of 165 wide-eyed students at the Columbia University. And one of the students raised his hands and asked Buffett for his thoughts on the best way to prepare for an investing career. After thinking for a moment, Warren Buffett pulled out a stack of papers and trade reports he had brought with him and said, "Read 500 like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up like compound interest, and all of you can do it. But I guarantee that many of you will not do it." And Heike, and for everyone who's listening in, the same holds true for most people living on this earth. All of us can do it. All of us can read 500 pages. All of us can become avid readers. All of us can have and acquire new habits that will make us more wealthy and more successful. But most of us will not do it. So what I urge all of you in closing is to first and foremost change your habits into positive habits and to understand one very important thing. First, we make our habits, and then our habits make us. Thank you very much.